Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both quarterbacks have reliable tight ends they know they'll be able to count on to make plays. It's the Raiders going up against the Broncos. So let's go now to Oakland, California, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. Kickoff looming in this AFC West matchup as we join you from O.Co Coliseum.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Bill Sims. It always gets ratcheted up, the intensity that is, when you got a divisional matchup at your hands like we do today.
Yeah, man, but come on. You can feel it here in the stadium, Jim. We felt it all week getting ready for this game. The coaches were fired up, and the players, they were so excited. Can they contain that emotion and keep it till we start this game? They have. This is going to be great.
The Broncos are back deep, waiting to return the kick.
And Sebastian Janikowski looks set now to kick it away.
They're setting up the return.
And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30.
One of the biggest legends the game will ever know, quarterback Peyton Manning.
Well, when you watch Peyton Manning play, there's a core of plays he still runs that he has great success with. Everybody in the NFL knows he's going to run them, but he still makes them work.
The Broncos have it at the 29. Takes it on the draw. He'll pick up 7 this time.
So many times you watch football games and coaches just give up too early on the run game. Well, they'll keep it going today. After that run, decent pickup by the running back.
Balls lined up in a single back formation. The Broncos snap it at the 36.
Now makes the move to the right.
And at the 37, he'll be brought down.
This offensive line today will be leaned on to protect their quarterback as well as opening up some running lanes.
The Broncos from the 37. Ball's going to take the handoff now. And he's out of bounds.
When you talk about dynamic plays in the NFL, you talk about pass plays that are over 20 yards and running plays that are over 10. Well, that was a lot more than 10 yards. That is an explosive play for the offense at time.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here.
Through the defender, and this pass goes incomplete as he was looking short that time.
Here's a look at the defense with its ball-hawking secondary. Second and 10.
Makes the reception. Brought down after a gain of 6.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
Wide receivers stacked up on this play.
The Broncos snap it at the 36.
Reaches up high for it, and he's got the catch.
Wow, when you keep picking up first downs like this, it gives you confidence. But maybe most importantly, it gets the defense sitting over there going, what's coming next?
First down at the 32.
Brings it into his body.
Taken down at the 27.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Ball lines up in the backfield. Manning with the give. And that gains 1. Third down on the way. Manning comes out in the pistol.
He's looking to the right here on this throw.
And Sanders is stopped there.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
First down here after the completion. Offense lines up here.
Manning out of the gun. The catch is made.
The Broncos had a nice play designed that time and pulled the defense, and they get the pass completion for a nice pickup.
That's second down coming up. The long drive continues.
Manning's going to take it from the gun. Here's Sanders.
That's a gain of 8.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
What a drive this has been. First and goal from the 2. Handoff. He breaks the play. He's in for the touchdown.
That was just an awful job, wasn't it, by the defense? I mean, it's first and goal. Well, you know it's going to be a run, or I think you should be playing run. The defense not ready. They get overpowered, and they give up the running touchdown.
Broncos ready to boot it down the field.
And they're all over him at the 18-yard line.
So the rookie quarterback will take the field, trying to improve week by week.
Well, he's getting some experience. It's not a lot, but it's enough to help him feel more comfortable, and I think play better. He should do well here today.
First down at the 18.
Takes it from the eye
For a gain of about 5.
And the offense here in this one will be looking to put points on the board in bunches. Second down and 5.
They'll run it here.
That tackle was made at the 27-yard line. And here's a look at the defensive line that will try to control the trenches today. Offense lines up here. 3rd and 1.
He'll get it again. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Raiders are great at managing a football game. They know the situation here. It's a short yardage situation, so don't try to do anything fancy. Just run it up in there with power and get the first down.
They bring in the extra tight end.
First down at the 32.
He'll fire it out to the left. And he's brought down right at the 42.
When you play zone coverage, the quarterback might have to hold the football just a little longer. But these guys nowadays, when you play zone, they know how to throw and catch and get it done.
First down and 10. Throws the pass. He's got the grab, and he's got the first.
Zone defense doesn't work in the NFL like it used to. Good job by the quarterback reading that zone and finding the open guy.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Offense lines up here.
Pulls it in.
Tackles made.
That was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Second down coming up.
The Raiders come out. Jumbo package on the field. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Catch made. And finds space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play.
Quarterback should have never thrown at that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
Offense lines up here. 3rd and 8. He has the grab. He's brought to a halt.
anytime you picked up a couple first downs, here's what happens. The defense starts to doubt what they're doing, but maybe more importantly, it gets those big boys over there tired.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Looks but can't connect on the short throw. Coming up, second down. The Raiders come out. 2 tight ends on the field. Gets it out for the completion. Harris is there to take him down. Let's see what they do on this third down situation. Marching down the field and taking their time. Finds his mark. And that's good for only a yard or 2.
Well, you always hear that expression, it's a chess match out there. Well, I believe that because you got to be a thinker on the football field. And the quarterback won this chess match. He changed the pass protection. He got the extra time, and it worked to his advantage.
Now slashing to the... They jam it in on the goal line. Touchdown.
Now the best first and goal that the offense about 90% of the time is going to run the football. And what do they do here? They run it, and they get it done. That is power football at its best.
The Raiders can tie it up with the point after. He made it. The Raiders will take their spot on the bench after contributing to the cause, especially via the passing game, over 60 yards by the air. Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has an injury update.
Guys, I just spoke with a Raiders official who was unable to confirm exactly what the injury was, but he did tell me that it is related to the upper body.
And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Broncos will begin their drive from the 26 now. Ball lines up in the backfield. The Broncos snap it at the 26. This run goes nowhere. Stopped for a loss of 4. Manning's in a whole lot of pain right now. We'll take an injury timeout and be back in just a moment. Thomas is a receiver in the slot. The Broncos from the 22. Makes the catch in open space.
Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first downs.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. To the ground. Going to lose yards here.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Second down here after that run play. Wide receivers are bunched up. Ball's going to secure the handoff. And the tackle is made right around the 39-yard line.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Third down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. Osweiler set in the pistol. Here's Sanders.
You just can't expect your defensive backs to cover that long. It's good coverage initially, but the quarterback had all day long, and sooner or later, these great wide receivers are going to get open.
Ball lines up in the backfield. Osweiler is going to take the snap from the shotgun. Here's Sanders, and picks up maybe 3 or 4.
That's a good job by the wide receiver running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
Osweiler's setting up now in the pistol.
2nd down and 7.
Hauls it in for the first down.
Things haven't changed from when I played till now. When it's zone coverage, quarterbacks, offensive coordinator, and receivers, they expect a completed pass, and that's what they got in this last play.
Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Now 1st and 10. And there's Welker. Welker's marked down at the 27.
Good job by the offense getting another first down. You can tell by looking down on the field that defense, hands on their knees. They are getting tired.
Offense lines up here. First down at the 27. Looking across the middle. They knock him down, and he's still 2 yards short of the first.
Anytime you get over 4 yards on first down, it doesn't matter what the play is. Is it a run or a pass? That time, nice throw by the QB. Now they're in great position. 2nd down and short.
Thomas lined up now as a slot receiver.
2nd down, 2 to go.
He'll throw it over the middle. Demaryius Thomas takes the hit and is brought down.
Good play call that time by the offensive coordinator. Down inside, when you're inside that 20-yard line or the red zone, find ways to complete the pass. They did that time.
Mounting a serious drive. 1st and goal. That's a touchdown. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. The Broncos for the point after. Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Jones running this one out. The Raiders come onto the field now for this next series. Double tight end formation. First down at the 17. Going for the deep ball. Makes the catch deep down the middle of the field.
You throw it deep for a lot of reasons. One, you're hoping for the big play, maybe a touchdown, but also you got to think about interference. You can get that a lot of times, but that was a nice throw and catch.
Throws the pass. Makes the catch. Ward's there to make the stop. It's still early, but we've seen this wide receiver come out and make plays already.
Yeah, I know it's early, but you can tell he is fired up. He has come out here with tons of energy, and every play is full speed. Kind of reminds me of Jerry Rice back in his heyday.
Catch made, and that's a 2-yard gain.
Well, it's one thing to have talent as a quarterback. You need that to succeed in the NFL, but you got to be smart also. And how about that? That time the QB changed the protection, took advantage of the defense, which was blitzing, picked them all up. Great job by the QB.
2nd down and 8.
Looking across the middle, almost intercepted.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
The Raiders from the 22, eyeing that left side. And the pass goes incomplete. Harris in on the coverage.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job and effort. Jim, they get the field goal there that time, and it keeps the momentum on their side. It's positive energy. It makes you feel good. Now we'll see if the defense can carry it on.
Bolden's got a chance to return this one. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. First down coming up. The Broncos lined up. Everybody split out wide. Caldwell's going to get set in the slot for this snap. From the gun. Out to the left. Good throw and good catch right on the sideline.
It's obvious that the game plan coming in was let's get the football in the hands of our wide receiver early and often.
Shoot, if it was me, I'd say get that football to him every game. That would be my priority.
Before there's another snap, the officials want to go back and take a look at that last one. There's no question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
And after a quick review, the word has come in, the play on the field will stand. The Broncos come to the line with a bunch set. Osweiler standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Walker, he's tackled right at the 48. The Broncos signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. That little throw was good for only 3, so it's now 2nd down and 7.
Wide receivers are bunched up. Osweiler's got it in the gun.
Trying to work that left side. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. A timeout charge to the offense.
It's 3rd down coming up.
Offense lines up here. From the gun. Had it for a moment, but then lost it on the hit.
This is called managing the football game as a head coach. What are you doing here? You got to lead. It's close. It's 4th down. It's short yardage. You're near midfield. Don't do it. Punt the football away. And if the other team's going to go ahead, make them drive the length of the field.
The Raiders are getting set for their next possession.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. 1st and 10.
Brings it in. That's a gain of 6. The Raiders call the timeout. Their first.
And here we have 2nd down.
Offense lines up here. Finds his mark. Ward that time in on the tackle. So that's going to do it for the first half. Broncos are up in this one. Raider ready now to get the second half underway. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. They come to the line, and it's 1st down. Second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap. Rocked for a loss on that tackle. Phil, we have a wide receiver who just knows how to create big plays for himself on the field.
One of the best in the NFL. My gosh, it seems like every Sunday night you sit back and you see highlights of him catching the football and just streaking down the field. He's having an awesome day here today.
An extra tight end on the field for this one.
2nd down and 10. The give out of the eye.
I think, Jim, you know, when you got a close game like this, that's 3rd long on the offensive side, you got to be smart. You know, don't take a chance. If you take a chance and cause a turnover, then that could turn the game around big time. So I expect the quarterback here to be very conservative with this decision.
Has his man. This offense can't be stopped on 3rd down no matter the distance.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
Can't find the target on the pass underneath. Failing to complete that one, so second down here. Has his man. Miller's going to make the tackle.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. When you're running fast, you have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
3rd and 9. And intercepted. He stacked up at that point.
Well, nowadays, your linebackers, they got to be able to do everything. They got to be big enough to get in there and stop the run, and also athletic enough to be able to get in position and make an interception. Good job by the linebacker.
1st and 10. Looks to his left. On the money. Gets about 9 on the play.
I think the best thing to say about that play is just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
Ball lines up in the backfield. Will send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Throw to the left. And Wes Welker hauls it in.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
Staying with the passing game on first down. Pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw. Second down following that incompletion. Thomas is in the slot.
Get ready.
Ball's got it on the handoff. They'll mark him at the 40.
Ball's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
The Broncos will take the snap from the 40. He'll throw it over the middle and off the mark on that short throw.
Well, quarterbacks know on third down they got to make a decision and get rid of that football because the defense, they are coming after you. That time just not good enough, and he throws an incompletion.
The field goal attempt is good. It's good.
That was a good hold, good kick, 3 points. Good job by the offense.
Jones will run this one out. He had nowhere to go, and they deck him at the 16-yard line. The Raiders get ready to start their drive. Offense lines up here. First down at the 16. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Met by Von Miller. Now they're playing from behind, and they have an offense that's been shut down, at least when it comes to the ground game.
Well, it's hard to win football games in the NFL when you're one-dimensional, but right now I think you've got to throw the football. The defensive line, maybe they're tired, they can't get to the quarterback, and maybe that can give you a chance to win.
Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
3rd and 9. Throwing now to his left. They bring him down, and the offense fails to pick up a first down on 3 plays.
Good job by the defense. They're well-taught, well-schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have 4th down.
Makes the reception, and he's going to be tackled right around the 37.
The Raiders look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Down a couple points here in the second half. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Reaches out and snatches it.
Now this quarterback's pretty smart, I'll tell you that. You know, he knows, he sees the blitzes. That time he changed to pass protection, and he gets the extra time. That's a great job by the QB.
They load it up now, bring out the jumbo formation. Second down, 4 to go. He's got the catch.
Good job by the quarterback that time. Makes the decision. Throws it short. It does not get the first down. But I promise you, 3rd and short is a lot easier than having 3rd and long.
3rd down and 1. Handoff out of the eye. There's the offense picking up another first down on 3rd down.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Here's another handoff. Harris, the one who brings him to the ground.
When you talk about counter runs, what we just saw that time, the defense thinks the play's going one way, then a pulling guard or tackle comes around and catches a defensive lineman off guard and makes a good block.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 45. They want to keep feeding him the football.
Hey, that's a great job by the defense. What an effort and what speed. That time they get in the backfield and tackle the runner for a loss.
The defense looking for one more stop here on 3rd down after that run. Offense lines up here. Secures it with 2 hands. And that's a gain of 13.
Raiders just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down by a few points in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
First down at the 34. And he's taken down.
Well, that's a sign of a good defense. When you can sack the quarterback, when you're just rushing the defensive lineman, you don't need any tricks, you don't need any blitzes. Man, that's talent.
After being sacked on first down, it's 2nd and 16. This has been a long drive so far. He'll take the snap, the first here in the 4th quarter. Got the completion. Gets about 4 yards that time.
Well, it's a tight game up to this point. You got 3rd and long. You're losing by a few points. You can't win the game on this play, but I'll tell you what, you can sure lose it. If you force this football down the field, you have a turnover, it could be the end of the game.
Diving grab. They give him the catch. The catches have come in bunches for this wide receiver, Phil.
Good job by this wide out today. He is finding a way to catch the football, but let's also give credit to the offensive line for pass protection and the coaching staff. They have done a tremendous job of coming up with different plays to find different ways for him to catch the football.
Looking to the right side and throwing. He's in for the score.
Good job by the offense. They get in there. They tie this game up. Now we'll see if the defense can take advantage of that momentum and keep it on their side.
The Raiders for the point after. Counted. The Raiders defense will now be ready to get on the field. Their offense moved the ball over 80 yards on that last drive. Really no answer for them on what was a very impressive drive. Bolden's got it. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line.
Number 31.
The Broncos bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. Osweiler's lining up in the pistol. First down and 10. And he's forced to the ground.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down.
Osweiler's back in shotgun formation. Wide open for the catch. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
Number 17.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
First down following the long play.
Get ready.
He'll fire it out to the left. Thomas got it. First down. There's going to be an injury timeout here. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. It's a dime look for the defense on this play.
Let's go.
First down at the 43. And he's thrown to the ground.
I don't know if they were confused or not, but the left side of the offensive line that time, they were not aggressive. They got pushed back, and they give up a sack of the quarterback.
After being sacked on first down, it's 2nd and 16. They come out in the dime package. Throws to the right. Catch made.
Good job by the play caller that time, calling for the short pass. Even though it comes up short of the first down, it opens up many things that you can do on third. You can run a reverse, draw plays, screen plays, or if you want, you can still throw it down the field.
Third down and 8. It's over to Welker, and there's Welker. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line.
Hard to play man-to-man against such a quality receiver. You got to mix up the coverage. You play straight man-to-man, you're going to give up a lot of completions.
Ball's lined up as the single back. Back to the air here on first down. Incomplete as he was looking short.
Good job by the linebacker that time. Saw the receiver coming in his area, read the quarterback, and in wonderful position to knock the pass down.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. Has space. That'll stop the play right there. On the way, third down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Tight ends in motion here. Osweiler's going to take it from the gun. He's looking to the right here on this throw. It's intercepted! Good piece of tackling.
What a job by the linebacker that time making that interception. Gets in good position. What a pair of hands. A linebacker who can do it all.
First down on the way. Takes it out of the eye. Got a big lane. Still not taken down. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
The Raiders' offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big game.
Two tight ends on the field here. The Raiders from the 32. Handoff made. Von Miller ends the play.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
Second down coming up. The Raiders line up in the pistol. Gets it again. He's taken down at the 42.
Nothing like a good trap play. When you play defensive linemen who like to get up the field a little too quick, let them get up the field, have a pulling guard, knock them out, and then run in there behind them and get those yards.
Time is running out. The game is tied, and the defense must do whatever it can to not give up a score. That's been the story of this game. Another third down conversion to move the chains.
Now the offense is down here in the red zone or the green zone if you like to think of money, and it's a tie game. A lot of things you can do. They love to throw it in the end zone, but maybe they'll cross them up with a run. We'll find out.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. McFadden left side. We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. That leads us to second down. Offense lines up here. They call his name again. Touchdown, Oakland Raiders.
Anytime you run the football in near the goal line for the touchdown, what an emotional lift it is for the offensive linemen. They love trying to overpower defensive linemen. Good job by the offense. Now the pressure is on the defensive side to go out there and stop it.
The Raiders now will tack on the extra point. Extra point is good. So we've got a late lead change and a receiving team that will try to find a way to bounce back. Anderson's going to start his return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. First down. Let's see what they come up with here. Caldwell's lined up in the slot. Osweiler's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Every play is huge now. Second down on the way. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry. Welker tackled down. They immediately call for a timeout. Third down coming up. Needing a first at this point. Caldwell's a receiver in the slot. The Broncos take it from the 23. And he's going to be dumped. And that's a 3-and-out. The Broncos decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one. Crucial play here. Fourth down on the way. The Broncos in the pistol. They failed to pick up the first, and the ball will go back to the other side. And in the absolute biggest, most defining moment of this game, the defense comes up with a clutch stop on fourth down.
Yeah, let's give the defense all the credit that time. They were not sitting back, reacting what the offense was doing. They attacked, and they got the job done.
Trevathan that time on the tackle. The Broncos stop the clock in a hurry, trying to hold on to every precious second. And now they'll try over again on second down. Offense lines up here. Here's the handoff. That's Vickerson making the stop.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
We'll run it. Here's the handoff. Picks up maybe 3.
Jim, the offense knows the situation. They know if they score, the game is over. They go over the few fundamentals, no penalties, and hold on to the football.
They'll go for it on fourth down, late stages. That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line. Right, there's a signal from the far side. The hands are up. It is a touchdown.
Now that touchdown just put the icing on the cake, Jim, whatever you want to say, because now the lead's too big, not enough time for the other team to come back. Great job by the offense.
The Raiders for the point after. Extra point was good. The Raiders about to kick the football away, and that'll bring their defense back out. Of course, that defensive stand, turning the ball over on downs, set up the offense for the scoring drive. Ready to swing his leg as aggressively as possible and send the football down to the end zone. Anderson's got a chance for a return. And he's going to be brought down right around the 33-yard line. First down. Pressure on every snap now. Caldwell's lined up now as a slot receiver. Now first and 10. Throw it to the outside, and they've got the hook up.
Well, when you're down a couple scores in the second half, you're just looking for some positives and trying to get some momentum on your side. So that first down by the offense, maybe that'll give them some confidence, and we'll see where they can go with it from here.
First down at the 50. Down the field. He's in the clear. The Broncos trail here in the second half. Osweiler's numbers, though, speak to a team that could be winning if other things like their defense were doing their part here, partner.
Well, yeah, that's right. The defense has got to hold their end up, but the offense, they've been very, very good. The quarterback has been accurate. He has been smart, and that always gives you a chance when your quarterback is playing that well.
Here's Sanders, brought down after a gain of 6.
Nice throw that time by the quarterback in the red zone, gets a completion, and there's some tight spots, not a lot of room, so you got to really drive the football in there.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Osweiler standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And incomplete.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
So much on the line now as they line up for third down. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Reaches out and grabs it. And pick up about 4. Going for it on fourth down. Time continues to tick away as they'll rush back to the line. Pulls it in. Picked up a couple that time. Phil, before we go, how about a little chat about how much this win means?
Well, you know, Jim, let's look at it this way. It was just a nice win. It keeps your confidence up, and it just gives you a little energy to go out next week and try to accomplish it again.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, there's going to be a pair of wide receivers looking to make big plays on the field. It's the Raiders going up against the Chiefs. So let's go now to Oakland, California, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
Chiefs, Raiders. The snow is falling, and it should continue throughout the game as we get set for kickoff here in this one.
Hello, friends. Jim Nance along with Bill Simpson. You just have to love these types of games because there's just so much bad blood. There's such a deep rivalry here. The spirit is intense, and these teams will do anything to beat the other team.
Yeah, I think you're right. They're willing to take chances. We found that out from the coaches this week talking to them. They know this is a rivalry game. They're playing a good team, so they're going to take these chances to give their guys a chance to win. And the bad blood, wow, it sounds bad, but that's good because that means it's going to be physical on the field. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Now as we go to the field, it's Tywan Jones back deep for the kickoff. And Ryan Suckup is ready to get this one started. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
There's been all kinds of build-up and anticipation, and now the rookie quarterback heads onto the field for his first series.
Yeah, I think things have changed so much over the years. These quarterbacks, especially these rookies, they're so much more ready to play than previous years. They get to throw the football a lot in college, a lot in high school, so they come in the NFL prepared and ready to go.
Imposing their will early on the defense with a solid effort on the ground.
Well, we talk so much, don't we, about the passing game in the NFL, but it's still about who can out-hit the other one, and right now the offense, they are winning that battle. Nice run.
Here's a look at the offensive unit that needs to get off to a strong start today. It's a two tight end formation. The Raiders will take the snap from the 30. Throws the pass. Has his target. He is tackled right at the 50.
I think when I was playing, anytime we crossed the 50-yard line, it was kind of like a big sigh of relief because I knew now that there were a lot of things that could take place. I could afford to take sacks. I could afford to be a little more aggressive. Let's see how the offense reacts to this.
1st and 10. Gets it out for the completion. Buries in on the tackle.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
For this play, they'll go with two tight ends. 1st down at the 38. The defense gets a sack. The Chiefs talked about getting to the quarterback early and often, and they've gotten to him early.
Yeah, Jim, good job by the defense that time. The defensive line stays in their passing lanes. The quarterback held the football too long, and they get the sack.
It's now 2nd down. Looking across the middle, at it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, it's 3rd down. The jumbo set on the field. Got the completion. Nice tackle.
Boy, anytime you pick up a 3rd long in the NFL, that is a confidence booster to all the players on the offensive side and also the head coach. And maybe most importantly, the offensive coordinator. Now he can just let it go.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Here's the first snap after the big play.
Let's go. Handoff out of the I formation. They bring him to the turf.
The Raiders know once they get inside the 20-yard line, you have to be able to run the football also. It can't be pass, pass, pass all the time. The offensive line comes through. Good solid run that time.
Right back to him. In the end, it picks up only a yard.
That time that run play in the red zone, it did not fool the defense. The offense gets overpowered. They get a very little gain that time on the run.
Offense lines up here.
Halfway through this first quarter now. And this will go incomplete. Got a hand on the pass and knocked it away.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
Drives it through for the field goal.
Well, Jim, that field goal puts them in the lead. It was a nice drive by the offense, and what it does, it just gives you confidence. You did some positive things on the field, and it should carry over for you for the rest of the game.
Davis got it. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. He came into the league with the 49ers as the first pick in the draft in 05 and has found a home now in Kansas City. Quarterback Alex Smith.
How about the job Alex Smith did with Andy Reid in Kansas City last year? He wasn't good. He was outstanding. In his playoff game against the Indianapolis Colts, he was magnificent. The Kansas City Chiefs have to be excited about Alex Smith.
Breaks the tackle, and he's brought to the ground. And with this starting unit, as usual, the attention goes to the wide receivers, who so often open up the game. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9.
Jamal Charles is in the backfield. Smith with the handoff. That picks up 7.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Smith's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. Charles is tackled down after a gain of 12.
Charles is going to go back after this play and give his offensive line a little pat on the rear end and say good job. 3rd and short. They gave him the opportunity to get in there and pick up that first down.
Offense lines up here.
First down at the 40. Smith got the football after the play fake.
Taking a look at the linebackers. They're young, they're unheralded, but they do know how to make plays.
Charles lined up in the backfield.
2nd down and 6.
He'll throw it over the middle. He's got the catch. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Jim. It also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
First and 10, and they'll run the football with Charles.
Brought down at the 44.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up 2nd.
Jenkins is going to get set in the slot for this snap. Alex Smith's going to take it from the shotgun. Smith dumps it off to Charles. Ball's out, and the defense has it.
That brings the play to an end.
The defense comes up with the big play. The hit.
We have a review coming from the booth. So they're looking to see if the ball came out before the knee was down.
I think when you look at these plays, most of the time it's pretty easy to determine, Jim, it's just always a clear shot. When that knee hits the ground, you can freeze that shot and determine if it's a fumble or down by contact.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This one had to be instigated by the folks upstairs. They challenged the call on the field, and in fact, it was the proper thing to do. The play is overturned. The offense was able to recover that fumble, and now it's 3rd and 2. Jamal Charles. Ball comes out. The defense has the football. Charles is there to make the tackle.
That's what you call a takeaway. The defense just makes such a hard hit that they take the football away from the offense and they recover the fumble.
They face first down. Will go ground. He's brought down. As we see the rushing numbers, obviously this team isn't going to complain about leading, but I think that you look at the numbers a little deeper and you have to say, wait a minute, we need to control the tempo of this game more. We've got to get our running back going.
I think that's the number one thing when you look at this offense, Jim. Don't abandon the running game. I think you got to keep trying. You got to keep the defense honest. And if you do that, it gives just a better chance to win the game, of course.
After being stuffed at the line of scrimmage, it's now 2nd down and 10. Offense lines up here. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. The pass picks up some solid yards. Now it's 3rd and short. Every offense is better in 3rd and short than 3rd and long, of course.
They bring in the extra tight end. 3rd down and 3. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff. King is back now. He'll be punting. Williams has got it on the fair catch as the offense heads out now. First down, offense readying for the snap. Offense lines up here. Underneath and incomplete that time. After the incomplete pass, it brings up 2nd down. The defense comes out in the dime. Jamal Charles is in the backfield. Smith takes it from the gun. They're going to get him here for a sack.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
Offense lines up here. Drop back, shotgun formation. And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the 3rd down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
And now they'll bring out Colquitt to punt. Let's see what he can do here. The tackle is made. The Raiders now will start their drive at the 32. Double tight end formation. The Raiders from the 32. makes the reception. Johnson's there to make the tackle.
Every quarterback in the NFL loves this coverage where you got 4 defensive backs all playing deep. So in routes, anything across the middle, usually it's wide open. Good job by the quarterback taking advantage of the defense that time.
2nd and 1. Throws the pass. And incomplete pass that time as he threw it short. Now looking at 3rd down.
Let's go.
Can't find the mark, and this is going to bring up 4th down. Short series this time for the offense.
Oh, good job by the linebacker knocking that pass down that time. All he did was watch the eyes of the quarterback, and he reacted. It put him in good position, and he knocks the football down.
Signaling for fair catch. The Chiefs are ready to take over now as their offense heads onto the field. Smith's going to be in the pistol here. The Chiefs have it at the 34. They'll go ground. And they get to him at the 45.
The Chiefs' offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the field room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
Charles lined up in the backfield. 1st down and 10. Sticks to his hands. And he is tackled at the 44.
Good job by the receiver that time. Getting that extra couple yards, gets a 1st down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
Jenkins is in the slot. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. Halfway through the 2nd quarter. Has his target.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
Smith's lined up. 2 tight end set. The Chiefs come out in a 2 tight end set. Second down and 9. To Avery. Able to make the tackle about 2 yards shy of the 1st. A player is down on the field, and the training staff comes out, and we'll step aside for just a moment. Smith will have it in the pistol. 3rd down and 2. The give. The tackle's made, and the 1st down is picked up.
Well, when you get a couple 1st downs, it just gives you such great confidence. It makes everybody relax. And I always say this, when you're a relaxed athlete, that's when you play your best.
1st down at the 30. Feeds him again. In on the stop. Second down here. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Jamal Charles carries the football. Charles takes the hit and is brought down.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
It'll be 3rd down. Alex Smith from the gun. Looking to the right side and throwing. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the 1st.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up. And when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
1st down here after the completion. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. They come to the line of scrimmage. 1st down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Smith's got it in the gun. The defense gets the sack.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
Smith set in the pistol. The Chiefs in the pistol formation. The Chiefs will take the snap from the 25. Smith's taken down at the 18.
Number 11 on the carry. 7-yard gain.
This is third down. This long drive continues. Play after play after play here on this drive. Smith's back in shotgun formation. Williams, and he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a fourth down.
The kick is good.
Well, it ties things up. That's good for the team, no doubt about it. They drive down the field. They get some positive points out of it by kicking the field goal, but you got to be disappointed, too. To get in that position, not score a touchdown, well, you take what you can get.
It's first down as they head to the line. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Takes it from the eye. Trying to find an opening to the right, and that's a gain of 9. The Raiders are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Second and short following the run. 2 tight ends on the field here. And he hauls it in. And that's Johnson in on the stop. And the offense will call a timeout. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. It's a 2 tight end formation. He makes the catch. That'll put them in what we call plus territory. The Raiders will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Offense lines up here. They're going back up top. With 2 hands, he has it. Hooper's there that time for the tackle. And that's going to do it for the first half, folks. We'll be back to the Black Hole in Oakland for the start of the second half after this. Janikowski ready now to get the second half underway. And Williams has got it on the return. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line.
Number 19 on the return.
The Chiefs will begin their drive from the 26 now. Offense lines up here. And here we go, the first snap of the second half. And he's taken down.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down. You know, situations like this, you think you're making the right call. You're going to run the football on second down so you can get in a good situation for third. And no, what happens? You lose a couple yards, and now you're in a tough third and long.
Smith's going to take it from the gun. Fights through that hit. Looking long. Ball's picked off. Tackle's made.
Anytime you're backed up on the offensive side, the quarterback's got to be extremely careful because if you turn it over, you're just giving points to your opponent. That time a bad decision by the quarterback, and he throws an easy interception for the defense.
First down here. The give out of the eye. And And they tackle him down at the 37-yard line.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
Gets the handle here. He's tackled right at the 31.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
The Raiders snap it at the 31. Takes another handoff. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line. And here as we look at the rushing numbers, there's not much there on the ground, even though this game is tied.
Yeah, balance is not the word for this offense today. If you want to run the football, do it maybe in an unconventional way. Some draws, some misdirections. That's what they need to do.
The Raiders snap it at the 31. Underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. That last pass incomplete, and it brings up third down. Offense lines up here. Eyeing that left side. He's wide open for the grab. Brought down after a gain of 15. You talk about controlling the flow of the game. Another first down, and the drive keeps on going.
Yeah, why not? The defense, they're just sitting over there. They're taking the hits and not even fighting back. It's a terrible job by the defense.
First down at the 16. Easy catch there. No one near him.
Jim, when you get down the red zone, you have to be very careful as a quarterback not to turn the football over. Good decision that time by the quarterback. Gets the completion, and they get a nice solid pickup that time.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line out to the left. Good coverage that time as this goes incomplete.
Well, when you have a tie game and you're down in the red zone, you can do whatever you want. You can fool them with the run here, or you can take a chance and throw the football in the end zone to get a score.
Second and goal from the 5. Very nearly intercepted.
When you get third goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Breaking huddle at the 5. Offense lines up here. Third and goal at the 5. Trying to work that left side. Open in the end zone.
Gets pretty tight down in here when you got third and goal. Not a lot of room for receivers to work in, but the quarterback and receiver, they're on the same page. Good throw and catch.
The Raiders for the point after. Inside of the upright. The Raiders defense once again setting up that score. Turnover points cashed in by the offense. Makes the catch at the 7. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. First down here. Alex Smith's going to take it from the shotgun. On the money.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
First down here after the completion. Jamal Charles is in the backfield. They'll go draw, and this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Second down following the run. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
Pass rushers, defensive players, they love situations like this, don't they? They got a little lead there. It's in the second half, and it's 3rd and long. You are expecting pass, so you can just let it go and try to get after the quarterback.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Smith's going to take the snap from the shotgun, and he's forced to the ground.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on 3rd down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on 3rd down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
The Raiders getting set now for their next series. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. First down at the 19. Handoff. Away from the stack. Fights off the hit. That's DeVito making the stop. We don't always get to see defensive matchups these days, but today has been exactly that. Low-scoring game, and it's because both defenses have really stepped up and done their job.
Yeah, a lot of people look at games like this and go, oh, that's boring. I think it's fun to see because we don't get to see it too often. And what it does, it puts a lot of pressure on the players and especially the coaches to make decisions that are going to give their team a chance to win in a game like this.
Loss of 2.
Second down. They bring in the extra tight end. Back to the ground. Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field. And that gains a few. After that run, it's still 3rd and 9 to go. Double tight end formation. Looks to his left, makes the reception, and he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Good job by the defense, staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass, they make the tackle, and now we have 4th down coming up.
First down coming up. Charles is lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. They'll run it here. Charles takes the hit and is brought down.
And this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front, and that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Smith's setting up now in the pistol. Here is the first snap of the final quarter. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Smith standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. This will be ruled incomplete. Didn't get the feet down. This will be 2nd down. Smith takes it from the gun. Brings it into his body. And he's tackled down after picking up the first. Both secondaries have really stepped up today, Phil.
Yeah, they have. It's so hard to be a defensive back in the NFL to cover some of the fastest runners in the world to do that. And also we know they can't touch them either, so they're having an outstanding day.
Quarterback coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a sixth time in this game. And he's thrown to the ground.
That time the quarterback didn't hold the football. The left side of the line they just collapse. He doesn't even feel it or see it, and he goes down for the sack.
Shotgun look here for Alex Smith. The Chiefs are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. Alex Smith from the gun. The catch is made. He's brought to a halt. Jenkins, the injured player, and we'll take a break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs will take the snap from the 40. Looking across the middle and looking underneath. This will go incomplete.
Sometimes on the defensive side, hurrying the quarterback is just as good as sacking him, because when you hurry him, he doesn't have time to think. He's probably not going to be as accurate, and they get the incompletion. Good job by the defense.
And this will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They come to the line, and it's first down.
Let's go.
To the ground, slashing to the right side. Houston's there to take him down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
An extra tight end on the field for this one.
Break 38.
The Raiders from the 22. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And that's Houston in on the stop.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
3rd and 2. They'll run it with him again. Running room. Phil, today we've seen a running back who was putting up some big rushing totals.
Jim, sometimes I get tired of talking about the quarterbacks and wide receivers, how well they're doing. What a good change of pace to watch the game evolve around a running back. And, man, this guy is taking advantage of those opportunities.
The Raiders now move the chains.
Good job by the offense picking up a first down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Throw to the left. Pulls it in. Muscles through the defender.
You must be very creative in the red zone when it comes to the passing game. Formations, movement, do whatever it takes to give your players an advantage. That time they get a nice play call, they throw the pass and complete it for a good solid pickup.
My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
3rd and 4. They'll throw it over the middle. Incomplete. Looking underneath that time.
This is what separates offensive lines in the NFL in obvious passing situations like this one on 3rd down. Can you hold up and protect your quarterback to give him time to make those throws? Well, the answer to this one right now is no. Well, this guy's a machine. Every time he gets a chance to go out there and kick a field goal, it is right down the middle. Good job by the offense, good job by the kicker.
The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff. Davis got a chance to return this one. He's brought down at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs now ready to take over as their offense heads onto the field. Charles lined up in the backfield. halfway through the fourth. Catch made. That's a gain of 7.
You need balance in the NFL. That's what it's all about. Why do you want balance? To keep the defense guessing what's coming next. That play call on first down, nice throw and catch, just short of the first down.
The Chiefs from the 32. Charles out of the eye. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
I like this. Show some patience. Don't try to get it all in one play. Pick up first downs and try to go down the field and score.
The Chiefs snap it at the 36. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete. We've got a player down, so we'll step aside and be back in just a moment. Williams lined up in the slot. The Chiefs snap it at the 36. Shrugs off the first hit. The defense gets a sack.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
Jamal Charles is in the backfield. Smith's got it in the gun. Throws to the right. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
Williams, a receiver in the slot. Smith's back in shotgun formation. To Bose. They'll turn it over on downs.
Situations like this sometimes can cost you the game. You're down in the second half. Why would you go for it on fourth down in this situation? You don't get it, that decision might cost you this football game.
Great starting field position for the offense. This will probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter. Handoff out of the eye. That tackle was made at the 27-yard line. And now we reach the 2-minute warning. New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. Offense lines up here. Handoff made. Berry's in on the tackle. Defense now signaling for a timeout. Second down coming up. The Raiders will approach this play from out of the pistol. They call his number once more. They knock him down behind the line of scrimmage. Defense calls a timeout. Third down now. Two tight ends on the field here. Caught for the first down. Timeout's called. We're going to step aside. Be back in just a moment. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. He has the grab. Ball is out. Johnson's there to take him down.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job.
Officials stop play now. They want to take another look at that last play. So now they're going to take a look at whether the knee was down before the ball came out.
Well, when we look at this, let's look when the knee hits the ground. And as we look at it, when the knee hits the ground, does he still have total control of the football? If you deem him to have total control, then it is not a fumble.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Inside the last 2 minutes, this one had to be instigated by the folks upstairs. They challenged the call on the field, and in fact, it was the proper thing to do. The play is overturned.
Yeah, good job by the officials upstairs, seeing it, knowing there was a mistake on the field. That's what I love about the NFL. They're not afraid to admit, to say they made mistakes and turn them around.
Oakland Raiders, touchdown.
What a job by the offense. So little time left. The drive down the field and score, that just ices the game. Nice job by the whole football team today, but especially on the offensive side.
The Raiders with an extra point try on the way. The point after try is in the books.
The Chiefs really couldn't afford to give up any points there. They're trailing late in the fourth. The score's 20-3.
Kelsey's got it. Taken down at the 39. The Chiefs ready now to start their next series. They'll take it here from the 39. Smith's going to take it from the gun. Finds his mark. Gains 11. First down here after the completion. They won't huddle now. They'll go to the hurry up. Alex Smith's going to take it from the shotgun. This play will hold up. He's inbound. Second down now. They're going to the hurry up offense, and they're back to the line quickly. Smith takes it from the gun. Throws the pass. Smith connects with Bo. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Going to go to the hurry up with under a minute to play. Coming up, second down. Williams is lined up now as a slot receiver. Smith's going to take the snap from the shotgun. They're going to get him here for a sack. Third down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. They'll go no huddle here as they're out of timeouts. Smith standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Gets it out for the completion. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. They'll go to the hurry up here as the clock runs. Alex Smith from the gun. This is going to set up a change of possession.
There's nothing worse to a quarterback than having an offensive lineman getting driven back in his way. That time the right side of the line collapses, and it leads to a sack of the QB.
Now first and 10. Nowhere to go as this will be a loss of 3.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
One more snap and we can call it a day. The Raiders will take the snap from the 40. Eric Berry comes up to make the play. So much anticipation and build-up leading into this one, and then in the end, well, you walk away with a loss like that. How will they be able to deal with this?
Well, the fact that it was so one-sided, that
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be 2 quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Raiders going up against the Chiefs. So let's go down to Oakland, California, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
Chiefs, Raiders, the snow is coming down here. What a setting it is as we prepare for today's game.
Hello, friends. Jim Nance along with Bill Sims, and welcome to this heated divisional rivalry. Yes, there have been a lot of close games, a lot of bad blood, and it's always intense when these two get ready to square off. How about it before kickoff, partner?
Yeah, I think the one thing that's always great about division rivals, and you play each other a couple of times a year, and they're both good football teams, that you know all your team is going to be excited to play. They're going to know their assignments, and they're physically ready to go. So exciting football is ahead for us today, and it's going to be fun to watch.
And Tywan Jones is back deep for the opening kick. And Ryan Suckup has this one teed up as they gear up for kickoff. It out to about 27 before he's taken down.
So the rookie quarterback will take the field, trying to improve week by week.
Well, he's getting some experience. It's not a lot, but it's enough to help him feel more comfortable, and I think play better. He should do well here today.
First down on the way. It's a two tight end formation. Takes it out of the eye. He's going to be swallowed up behind the line.
Here's a look at the offense, and this core group of wide receivers must find a way to get open today.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. For this play, they'll go with two tight ends. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the hit. Taken down at the 27. Ali is one of the leaders of this Kansas City defense.
That's right, he sure is, Jim. He went to Teaneck High School in New Jersey, right down the road from where I live, and he has been a solid pro for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Johnson's there to make the stop.
Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first down.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. They load it up now, bring out the jumbo formation. Going to take it the distance. Didn't take long, but they're already in scoring territory inside the red zone.
Yeah, they're making it look easy, aren't they, so far? But you've got to be alert on the defensive side right now, because this offense loves to go for the touchdown once they get into the red zone.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Handoff out of the I formation. And that's Barry in on the stop. That's second down coming up. Throwing now to his left for about 4.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
Third and 6. Catch made. That's a gain of 6.
A lot of times you look at the drag route, you think that's the safety valve. You know what? It is. The quarterback is always taught to look down the field. If there's nobody open, throw it to the drag route coming across the field. That time they did it. It's just short of getting the first down.
The coach is going to go for it.
Let's go.
They'll run it. Here's the handoff. He knew exactly where he had to go to pick up the first.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
Let's go.
First and goal. Another handoff. And picks up about 3.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the goal line. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Right, and he's in.
Good job on that touchdown. That puts them ahead. And it's always, of course, better to be ahead than behind.
The Raiders for the point after. He made it. The Raiders will take their spot on the bench after contributing to the cause, especially via the passing game, over 60 yards by the air. They're setting up the return. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. He started his career at San Francisco, but found a home in Kansas City. The 6'4" quarterback, Alex Smith. They face first down. Jenkins is going to get set in the slot for this snap. Alex Smith's going to take it from the shotgun. Brings it in. Fasano's able to move the chains with that carry.
What we saw there was probably the #1 route all teams work on when they go to training camp. The curl route. Find the open space in the defense. Quarterback throws it in there. Good job.
Offense lines up here. 1st and 10. And they'll give it to Jamal Charles. Got a big lane. Picks up 8 here.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to. And also, it opens up so many other things for your offense.
2nd down and 2. Smith, play action. The defense gets the sack.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
Charles lined up in the backfield. Smith will have it in the pistol. The Chiefs from the 37. Almost intercepted that time.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
This punt will be returned. They tackle him at the 26-yard line. First down, offense readying for the snap. They'll go ground off the right side. He's stacked up at that point. Running the ball is never a given, but here in the first half with a lead, you have to think this team would love to establish the run better in order to control and hold the lead the rest of the way, Phil.
Yeah, get some rhythm of the football game on your side. And I'll tell you how you start it. You go over there to the bench and you look at those offensive linemen and say, you must block better for the run. I think they will as the game goes along. When you're going against a really athletic defense, there's nothing like reverses and the counter run game because they see it, they go, and you counter it, and that's why it works to perfection.
The Raiders have it at the 34. He's going to get another carry, and he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Good job by the safety diagnosing the run, getting up outside, and making the tackle for a short gain.
4th down, close to the first, so the offense stays on the field. They bring in the extra tight end. The Raiders have it at the 34. Shows all kinds of awareness here as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's always about risk and reward. It is a risk to go for it on 4th down. When you pick it up, you feel like a genius, don't you?
First down here after the completion. This should be the last play of the quarter. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. The jumbo set on the field. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Has his man. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Good job by the quarterback that time. He doesn't panic. He reads that it's a zone, and you have to wait for the receivers to get in between the defenders. Nice throw and catch.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Finds his mark.
Well, the drag route that time picked up solid yards. These receivers, sometimes they get a little nervous running these drag routes or these short crossers because they are afraid a defender's going to come out of nowhere and hit them. That's the quarterback's job. See in front of the receiver, lead the guy to the open space.
The Raiders take it from the 33. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. He'll fire it out to the left. 6 for the Raiders.
Well, you got a lead. Now you're able to go out there and drive down the field and score a touchdown. This changes how the other team is going to manage the game from here on out.
The Raiders for the point after. Driving extra point is good. Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff. And Davis is going to start his return. He's taken down at the 23. It's first down as they head to the line. Wide receivers are bunched up. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Smith's got it in the gun, eyeing that left side. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Jenkins is in the slot. 2nd and 13. And they'll run the football with Charles. He's brought down at the 23-yard line. It's third down coming up. Offense lines up here. Smith looking long. Almost intercepted.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it. You just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
All set to punt here. First down here.
Let's go.
They'll go ground. DeVito's all over that offense and brings him down.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. The give. They go to the right side. That'll stop the play right there. Third down on the way. Out to the left. Has his man. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down. Tight ends are absolutely crucial to what an offense does now, and we're seeing why here in this first half, partner.
Yeah, we are, Jim, and I think it started years ago when the New England Patriots would come on the field and use multiple tight ends. It was a good way to fool the defense and be able to throw it to the tight end, and it's working so far here today for this offense.
Makes the reception. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. And, Phil, you look at this offense right now. They've got a quarterback who's moving the football through the air, and that's a big reason why they're leading this game.
That's right. That's why they're leading the game. Boy, I'd hate to be a defensive back out there today. The wide receivers are good. The quarterback is hot. They've got awesome rhythm, and that's why they're playing so well.
Tackle down at the 42-yard line.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
2nd and 4. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff.
Nothing fancy about that, but it's a good run. Gets a first down. Now the offense has 3 more chances.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Double tight end formation. Back to the ground. He's taken down at the 30. And here we have 2nd down.
Get ready. Red 30 up. Red 30 up.
Back to him. Tackled at the 29-yard line.
Jim, sooner or later you get in these situations, you got to throw the football. As we have seen today, they keep trying to run it, but there's not much there to go.
They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
Well, the corner route. Some people call it the corner route. They call it a flag, run to the flag of the end zone, or a 7 route. Odd numbers break out. That time we see a nice route by the wide receiver and a good throw by the quarterback.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. 1st and 10. Reaches out and snatches it. That's a gain of 10.
Always a good job to pick up some yards when you're in the red zone. Nice throw by the quarterback, and he gets a completion.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. The long drive continues. Takes it from the eye. Now breaks the plane. Touchdown.
You just love it as a quarterback. You get down in there and it's 1st and goal and you score. Now you don't have to sweat the fact that, man, what are we going to do if he gets the 3rd down? You don't have to worry about it. Good run, nice touchdown.
The Raiders for the point after. And the point after is good. The Chiefs just can't stop them here before the half. And now they'll wait for the kickoff, facing a sizable deficit. The score's 21-0. Davis got a chance for a return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. First down here. Jamal Charles is in the backfield. Smith takes it from the gun. And he's taken down. The big sack on the last play brings up 2nd down and 11. They're going to the hurry. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Trying to work that left side. Taken down a yard short of the 1st. Jenkins lined up in the slot. Looking long. And it's incomplete.
Coach is going to have a hard time calling deep throws down the field, but the quarterback shows he can't even get it out there. That time he underthrows the football badly.
coverage team won't get a chance this time as it bounces into the end zone. The Raiders offense now marches onto the field. Two tight ends on the field here. First down and 10. The give out of the eye. He's tackled right at the 24.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
It's a two tight end formation. 2nd and 6. Looks to his left. Got the completion. He's taken down at the 35.
When you play zone in the NFL, what you're trying to do is make the quarterback hold the football just for a half a second longer, and you hope the pass rush can get there. They don't that time. That's why he got the completion.
And they knock him down just a yard away from the first.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the first down, though.
After the catch, it's now 2nd down and 1. For this play, they'll go with two tight ends. That does it here for the first half. Chiefs trail in this one. Janikowski ready now to get the second half underway. And he'll start his return. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. First down coming up. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. And now here's the first snap of the second half. Charles is tackled, but earns a new set of downs.
Charles is a guy, anytime he gets a chance to get in the secondary and make a big play, he thinks he's going to take it for a touchdown. Not this time. It's a big run, but still well done.
First down here after the run. Smith will take it right from the center. Jamal Charles. And the tackle is made right around the 39-yard line. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. Charles lined up in the backfield. He's got the catch. And that's a gain of maybe 5.
Well, they talk about it's third down league. You got to pick up third downs to have success and win football games. Good play call, good pass, good catch. Now it's third and short. I like the offense's chances.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Smith's back in shotgun formation. Almost intercepted.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
Looking to make a difference. Gaines is going to make the tackle. They come to the line, and it's first down. The Raiders this time will go with two tight ends. Handoff out of the eye. And that's Johnson in on the stop. There's been no shortage of big plays today with this quarterback at the helm, Phil.
Oh, my gosh. What an arm this quarterback has. How about these throws down the field? Not only are they far down the field and beautiful, they're right on target. And the good thing is he has receivers who can take advantage of his arm.
The Raiders from the 22 takes it out of the eye. They are all over him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 1.
The Raiders offensive line, they had a mental mistake here. Why? Because they let somebody go unblocked. It leads to a tackle for a loss of yards on the carry.
Nickel formation for the defense here. 3rd and 9. Throw to the left. Secures it with two hands. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Nice job that time by the defense, knowing the situation. Go ahead and let the quarterback complete the pass. Just make sure you come up and make the tackle before the first down. Good job. Fourth down coming up.
And he's tackled down at the 36-yard line. First down on the way. Jenkins is a receiver in the slot. Jamal Charles is in the backfield. Alex Smith from the gun. Can't find the target on the pass underneath. Second down after the incompletion. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Jamal Charles carries the football.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Offense lines up here. The Chiefs will take the snap from the 40. And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense.
Well, it's a game of chances in the NFL. It's third down. The defensive coordinator said, let's get after this quarterback. He sends the extra guys. He blitzes him, and they get there before the quarterback can react.
He'll have a chance for a return. Good piece of tackling. The Raiders come out for the next possession. They bring in the extra tight end. Now 1st and 10. They give it to him on the counter. Johnson's the one who brings them to the ground. They have the lead, but they have no running game to speak of to this point. That may change here down the stretch, trying to take the air out of the football.
Yeah, you're going to have to run it some just to work the clock and try to get the situations in your favor, but maybe every once in a while, fake that run and get an easy pass to keep that clock moving.
Fought for the first down.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock, and that is an art, and this team is good at it.
On the money. Stiff arms to stay on his feet. He's tackled right at the 31. And take a look at the numbers, and you can see the difference here, by and large, has come down to the passing attack.
It has. I think the coaches realized early the quarterback was hot. So what did they do? They kept giving him the football, and he kept moving it down the field.
First down at the 31. Handoff out of the I formation. And it's Eric Berry who brings him down.
Outside runs take time. And when you run outside, you expect the safety to get up there with that extra time and make the tackle. Good job that time by the safety.
Double tight end formation. 2nd and 10. Gains 5. Still 5 yards short of the first after the run. Third down coming up. The jumbo set on the field. Pass is intercepted. Nice tackle.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being full, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Alex Smith will take it right from the center. Out of the I formation is Charles.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
It's a dime look for the defense on this play. He'll keep it on the play fake. The Chiefs, the ball is out. They recover their own fumble.
Nice job that time by the offense. Even though they fumbled it, at least they were quick enough and smart enough to get it on it right away.
The quarter is about to end. One more play first. Catch made. And he is brought down at the 39. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. We'll be back to Oakland for the start of the fourth after this. After that grab, it's now 2nd down and 2. Charles lined up in the backfield. The final quarter underway now with this snap. And he's forced to the ground. There's going to be an injury timeout here. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. Smith by himself in the backfield. 3rd and 9. They bring him down one more time.
When you blitz on 3rd down, you hope to get to the quarterback. Here's why. Because there are less defensive backs back there. The chances of giving up the big play are pretty high, but the rush, they're quick enough. They get there, and they sack the QB.
Jenkins is lined up now as a slot receiver. Smith's going to take it from the gun. They fail to convert, and now a change of possession.
I'll just say this, Jim. When you're a gambling football team, you're willing to go for it on 4th down, even though you're losing in the second half and you don't get it. You just got to deal with a little bit of adversity and hope your defense can go out there and stop the other team's offense. Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on 1st down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
2nd down coming up. An extra tight end on the field for this one. They run the counter play. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down.
Raiders' offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big gain.
New set of downs now after picking up the 1st on the ground. Offense lines up here. They'll run it off the toss. Running room. They knock him down, and he's still 2 yards short of the 1st.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
2nd and short. McFadden's taking the handoff. And at the 25, he'll be brought down. On the way, 3rd down. They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Darren McFadden will run with it. And they are in on McFadden.
McFadden is able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up a 1st down.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. 1st and 10. Pulls it in. They bring him to the turf.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. 2nd down and 5. Has his target. The tackle's made, and the 1st down is picked up.
Well, that's just a good old physical run by the offense there, and it's good for a few yards. It gets them another 1st down.
1st down here after the completion. The Raiders break huddle and show a jumbo look. Thrown incomplete.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
It's now 2nd down. The Raiders come out. Jumbo package on the field. Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
Good job by the linebacker that time. Saw the receiver coming in his area, read the quarterback, and in wonderful position to knock the pass down.
3rd and 10. Raiders in for the score.
Tremendous throw by the quarterback that time for the touchdown. What confidence he has in that arm. Small window, very little room to throw that football in there. He didn't worry about it, fired it, got the touchdown.
The Raiders for the point after. And the extra point is good. The Chiefs have let this one get away from them today. Need to try and turn things around in a hurry. The score's 28-0. And Williams has got it. Breaks free. And at the 37, he'll be brought down. The Chiefs ready to take over the football. They've come out in the dime package. First down at the 37. Throw it to the outside, and they've got the hook up.
Well, there's not much to say about that play, Jim. It was a completion by the quarterback, and it picked up a couple yards.
That little throw was good for only 3, so it's now 2nd down and 7. Wide receivers are bunched up. Smith's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Looks but can't connect on the short throw.
Well, the defense has got to love that. They love it when a quarterback is uneasy for whatever reason or just not in rhythm. That time they see him throw off the back foot, and the throw goes incomplete.
3rd and 7. Reaches out and grabs it, and he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
1st and 10. He's looking to the right here on this throw, and they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
I think the best thing to say about that play is just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 5 times today. Really been beat up. And off the mark on that short throw.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job and effort.
Smith standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Ends up picking up 3 yards.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
1st down and 10. Play action. Got the completion, and he's brought to the ground. And now they'll try over again on 2nd down. Jenkins going to get set in the slot for this snap. Quarterback coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 6th time in this game. Play fake to Avery. Brought down after a gain of 6.
Well, on 2nd down that time, nice decision by the quarterback. Now they got it to 3rd and short. The defense, it all goes against them, of course. Now they don't know whether it's going to be a run or a pass.
Keeps it on the play fake. We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. The Chiefs getting set for the field goal try. Puts it through the uprights. Needed plenty of leg on that one.
When an offense drives the ball, they always want to get something out of it, get some points. This time, the field goal kicker gets it done. He gives them 3.
And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Raiders bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. 2 tight ends on the field here. Now 1st and 10. And now here's the toss. That tackle was made at the 27-yard line.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
That leads us to second down. Offense lines up here. Gets the handle here. They tackle him for a loss.
Well, that time the offensive line just got overpowered. They allowed penetration. When you do that, nowhere for the running back to go. What a good job by the defensive line.
Offense lines up here. The Raiders snap it at the 26. Out to the right. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Well, even though they have a lead here, it's late in the fourth quarter, you still got to be unpredictable. Keep the defense on edge. As I always say, make the defense react and not attack. So make them guess what plays you're going to run.
And that picks up 3.
Well, I can't blame the punt return at that time. That was just excellent coverage by the punt team.
The defense comes out in the dime. 1st and 10. To Avery. They'll mark him at the 46. Second down here. Going to the hurry-up. Under a minute to go here from the shotgun. Has to extend for that one, and he's got it. The Chiefs call a timeout. Their first. 3rd down. Smith's going to take it from the shotgun. Smith dumps it off to Charles. The Chiefs will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on 1st down. Jenkins is in the slot. The Chiefs will take the snap from the 35. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game. They can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped. And this time, that was a bad drop by the defense.
Smith lined up. No extra blockers for this snap. He'll take the snap from the gun. Looking to the right side and throwing.
Jim, here in the fourth quarter, when you're down, what you want to do is just keep that football moving. That time it's a short throw. He gets a completion. Good job.
Smith's lining up in the pistol. 3rd down and 6. Smith dumps it off to Charles. Tackle's made, and the 1st down is picked up. The Chiefs with no timeouts left. First down at the 21. Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
2nd down and 10. Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out incomplete.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
3rd down and 10. Throws to the right. That's an interception. That brings the play to an end. How much did it surprise you, Phil? Final summation that this game was so one-sided.
Now to say surprised, shocked. I am shocked. I thought this game could actually turned out the other way, but the fact that it was just a blowout, what a surprise. And I know the losing team, hey, they got a lot of questions they got to answer in one short week.